Let me ask you something. When a potential patient in your area types in chiropractor near me, or what does a nurse practitioner do, or how can I manage my chronic pain into Google, who comes up? Is it you, or is it somebody else? Maybe a competitor, maybe a random health website answering the questions your future patients are already asking. Here's the thing. The practice that answers those questions consistently over time becomes the practice those patients trust. And the practice they trust is the practice that they'll likely call. Today, I want to show you why patient education content is the most powerful organic marketing strategy that you have, and why most practices are sitting on a gold mine that they've never even touched. Most practice owners I talk to think about marketing in one of two ways. Either they're paying for ads, like on Google, Facebook, maybe some local directory listings, and hoping that the phone rings, or they're posting occasionally on social media, getting a few likes, and wondering why it never translates into actual patients. And the reason neither of those strategies compounds over time is because neither of them educates anyone. Ads interrupt, social posts entertain sometimes, but content that genuinely teaches a patient something useful, that builds something no ad budget can buy, it builds trust. And trust is what will fill schedules. I want to tell you of a chiropractor I knew. He'd been in practice for 8 years, running the same Google ad campaign the entire time. He was generating maybe 4 or 5 new patients a month. Not bad, but not real growth either. And the moment he paused the ads, the phone went quiet. We tried something different. We started creating a short educational video, 3 to 5 minutes each, answering the questions his patients seemed to ask most, like, is chiropractic care for kids? What's actually causing your lower back pain? How many visits does it take to really feel better? Simple questions, requiring some honest answers. Many times him on camera talking like a trusted advisor. Within 6 months, his YouTube channel had 900 subscribers. His website traffic had tripled, and new patients were calling and saying, I've been watching your video for 2 months. I already feel like I know you. I'd like to come in and see you. He didn't change his clinical skills. He didn't redesign his office. He just started answering questions in public. That is what patient education content does that paid advertising can never do. It builds a relationship before the patient even walks through the door. Now, here's the fundamental difference between the two approaches. Paid advertising stops the moment your budget stops. Patients scroll past ads. It competes on price and visibility, and it builds zero trust on its own. Patient education content compounds over time. Patients actively search for it. It builds deep trust, and it positions you as the expert in your market, not just another provider running an ad. And here's the line I want you to hold on to. Content you publish today could potentially attract patients up to 2 years from now. An ad you run today is gone tomorrow, in the moment you stop paying. A video you post today can be found by a new patient a couple of years down the road at zero additional cost. That's the compounding power of education first marketing. Now, what does patient education content actually look like in practice? Let me break it down into 3 different types. First of all, just answering content. These are the videos and blog posts that answer specific questions your patients are already typing into Google. What are the symptoms of? Is this treatment covered by insurance? How long does it take to recover from a particular ailment? Answer content drives search traffic. It's how new patients who've never heard of you before find you for the first time. The second type is authority content. This is content that demonstrates your depth of knowledge and your clinical philosophy. It's not just answering a question, it's showing patients how you think, what you believe about care, and what makes your approach different. Authority content is what converts a curious visitor into a booked appointment. It is the difference between someone thinking, this is interesting, and thinking, this is the provider that I want. The third type is action content. This is content that tells a patient exactly what to do next. Here's what to expect at your first visit. Here's how to book. Here's why now is the right time for you to come in. Action content removes hesitation. It's the final piece that takes an educated, trusting patient and gives them permission and the path to actually book. Three types. They all work together. All publishable as simple 3 to 5 minute videos, just like this one. Here's what I want you to understand about patient education as a marketing strategy. Every other channel you invest in is renting attention. You rent ad space, you rent social media reach, you rent directory listings. Patient education content is the only marketing strategy that builds something. A body of work that lives on your website or on YouTube, on social media, compounding in value with every piece you add. And here's the part that most practice owners miss. You already have the knowledge. You answer these questions every single day in your exam room. The only difference between a practice that's growing organically and one that's stuck is the one that's growing practice started putting those answers online. You don't need a film crew. You don't need a script writer. You need a phone, a topic, and just 5 minutes. If you want help figuring out where to start, what topics to cover, what format works best for you and your specialty, and how to turn one video into 5 pieces of content across every platform, well, I think I can help you. Take a look at the links below, give me a call, send me an email, book an appointment, and I'll be happy to map out your first 30 days with you. And no obligation, just an opportunity to be able to help you get started at doing what you already do best. No complexity, just you, your knowledge, and a plan to put it in front of the patients who need it most. My name is Kurt Landreth, and I look forward to talking with you soon.